Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family. Because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
What if I told you that one of the brightest stars in Chinese entertainment was forced to miss the biggest night of her career? Not by choice, but by power, manipulation, and fear. This isn't just gossip. This is a story shaking an entire industry. Stay tuned, because what we're about to uncover might change how you see fame forever. At the 2025 W Annual Gala, anticipation filled the air long before the first camera flashed on the red carpet. For weeks, magazines and news outlets had circled Zhao Lusi's name in bold letters, reminding fans that this would be her defining night. Her recent performances had lifted her into the highest tier of Chinese actresses, and insiders whispered that she was set to receive one of the evening's most coveted awards. Fans traveled across cities, tuned in online from around the globe, and waited to see her walk through the spotlight with the elegance and confidence that had become her trademark. The atmosphere was electric, alive with expectation, and every detail of the evening seemed designed to celebrate stardom at its peak. But as the hours passed, something strange began to unravel. Each new arrival on the carpet brought cheers, yet the name everyone longed to hear remained absent. Cameras panned across the venue, reporters filled airtime with speculation, and fans online grew restless. At first, her absence was brushed aside with polite explanations, perhaps a scheduling conflict, perhaps some personal matter. Yet the excuses sounded thin, and the longer the silence stretched, the heavier the air became. People were not only disappointed, they felt unsettled, as if the story unfolding before them hid a darker truth no one was willing to name. For Zhao Lusi's supporters, this was more than a missed appearance. It felt like a stolen moment. She had worked tirelessly, built her career on resilience and talent, and prepared for months for this single night of recognition. The red carpet without her presence looked incomplete, and the stage seemed dimmer without her charm. Across social media, thousands of posts poured in, asking where she was, why she was missing, and whether she was safe. The gala that was supposed to shine as a celebration of success turned into a puzzle, a riddle without answers, and an uncomfortable silence echoed louder than the music and applause. In those missing minutes, a shadow passed over what should have been a triumph. The crowd could sense it, the industry insiders whispered it, and the fans online screamed it. Something was deeply wrong. When the silence around Zhao Lusi's absence grew unbearable, the truth did not come from a press release or an official statement. It came from Liu Yuning, her co-star and someone the public had always regarded as measured, professional, and careful with his words. In what began as a standard promotional interview, the carefully constructed mask of the industry slipped, and for the first time, someone dared to say what others only whispered. His voice, usually steady, faltered as he admitted that Zhao Lusi had not chosen to stay away from the gala. He described a situation that stripped her of agency, of dignity, and of the simple right to appear at a night meant to honor her achievements. He revealed that hours before the event, she was told attending would breach her contract, though the terms had mysteriously shifted without her knowledge. The weight of his words stunned both the interviewer and the audience. This was not gossip, not a rumor born from restless fans online. It was a confession from a man who had witnessed the injustice with his own eyes. He recalled the moments before the gala. Zhao Lusi in tears, her gown prepared, her speech rehearsed, her hope alive. She had poured her energy into that night, only to have it stolen in the cruelest, most calculated way. And then at the last moment, a voice of authority told her she could not go, leaving her crushed under the weight of rules she never agreed to and punishments she did not deserve. For Liu Yuning, breaking this silence carried risk. By choosing to speak, he was not only defending a colleague, but challenging an entire system that thrived on control and fear. Yet he pressed on, his words heavy with emotion, insisting that the truth belonged to the public, that fans had the right to know why their beloved star vanished without explanation. His statement was not a dramatic performance. It was a rare moment of unfiltered humanity, where anger, sorrow, and compassion collided. In that instant, the polished veneer of the entertainment world cracked wide open, revealing the painful reality hidden beneath the glamour. And as his confession spread across networks and social media, it ignited a storm that no agency statement could contain. Imagine a young woman standing in front of a mirror, her gown perfectly fitted, her speech carefully written, her heart full of anticipation for what should have been the most important evening of her career. Zhao Lusi had prepared for this night for months, not only for herself but for the countless fans who had believed in her journey. Yet only hours before stepping onto the stage, she was told she could not go. The rug was pulled from beneath her feet, and in a single moment, everything she had worked for seemed to collapse into silence. That image, an actress in tears, stripped of her choice and her moment, has stayed with millions who heard Liu Yuning's confession. For the fans, this was not just disappointment. It was grief. They had waited eagerly to see her shine, to watch her take her rightful place among the brightest stars, and instead they were met with emptiness. Online, words of frustration turned into cries of outrage. People began to share stories of how Zhao Lusi had inspired them, how her resilience gave them courage in their own lives, and how unbearable it felt to watch her be denied recognition in such a cruel way. Hashtags calling for justice multiplied, flooding timelines not only in China but across the world. The absence of their star became a symbol of something larger. The pain of watching talent suppressed, voices silenced, and dreams shattered by forces beyond control. Even beyond her fandom, the story touched a universal nerve. Anyone who has ever worked hard for something, only to have it unfairly taken away, could feel her sorrow. Anyone who has ever stood ready to speak, only to be silenced, could understand her pain. Zhao Lusi's missing moment became more than a single event. It became a mirror for injustice itself, a reminder of how fragile success can be when power is misused. And yet, within this wave of sadness, there was also connection. Strangers found themselves united, standing together in defense of someone they admired but had never met. The emotional impact of this revelation was not only in the tears shed, but in the sense of solidarity it created. People felt her pain, carried it as their own, and transformed it into a collective demand for truth and fairness. This isn't just about one actress or one agency. Cool Entertainment, once celebrated for its power and international deals, saw its stock price crash within hours of the revelations. Endorsement contracts were frozen. Legal experts called for investigations, comparing these contracts to modern-day servitude. Industry watchers now say, this could be the spark that finally forces the entertainment industry to protect artists, not just profits. And the world is watching, because this isn't only China's story. It's about every artist everywhere, who dreams of a stage but faces chains instead of freedom. Yet in the middle of this storm, something extraordinary happened. Fans, ordinary people from across the world, formed a united voice. They created digital campaigns, raised awareness, even reached international media outlets. It's proof of something powerful. When people speak together, even the biggest corporations must listen. And here's the part no one has mentioned yet. This isn't just the fall of an agency. It could be the rise of a new era, where artists gain control, where contracts are transparent, and where courage, like Liu Yuning's, inspires others to step forward. So ask yourself, will this moment be remembered as just another scandal? Or will it be the turning point that changes the rules of the game forever? Because in the end, fame should not be a cage. It should be a light shining for everyone to see. Thank you for watching Update X24H. If you believe artists deserve freedom and fairness, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and share this video so more voices can join the conversation. Your support keeps this channel alive. And together, we can keep bringing you the stories that matter most. See you in the next update.